Good morning from the Arts Desk to you, and thank you for joining us. The Miyagi Youth Orchestra is calling on musicians who are 24 years or younger to audition for their 2013-2014 Orchestral Odysseys. The youngsters who are interested need to be able to play an orchestral or jazz instrument.
It's basically across the country, so that we'll have auditions from all over the place, all over the different parts of the country. Yeah. From the 22nd, we're hitting Pretoria, Bloem, PE, Durban, and Cape Town. So you can find the information on the website, miyagi.co.za.
The New York Times has described his music as airy, spacious, terribly complex, but never convoluted. They say he has a lot to teach the Western wizards of metric modulation and has layered rhythms about grace and balance. That's Bongani Ndodana Breen, who's this year's composer in residence for the 5th Johannesburg International Mozart Festival.
Ndodana Breen will bring a piano concerto called Mzilikazi, based on a theme from Prof. Mzilikazi Khumalo's Baoti Osomandla, to the 5th Johannesburg International Mozart Festival. The festival kicks off next Sunday at venues around Johannesburg. Ndodana Breen's music has been performed around the world by the Vancouver Opera Orchestra, KwaZulu-Natal Philharmonic, and the New York City's Vox Vocal Ensemble, to name a few. He's the composer of Winnie the Opera, based on the life of Winnie Mandela, and was in 1998 awarded the Standard Bank Young Artist Award for Music.
At first glance, Alistair McLuhan's themes and influences are as varied as the mediums he uses. In an attempt to discover a common thread or theme, this artist has re-engaged his past works and presented them in conversation with more recent works within a broader context.
The exhibition is 4 or 5 exhibitions in one. I've grouped together some old themes I've worked on in a way that I think hopefully starts a conversation between the themes, so that the theme itself isn't important. It's the conversation that's important, and hence the mulling over, the chewing aspect, really getting your teeth into it and exploring some of those themes a little bit further.
Whipped is a two-hander comedy theatre show coming up this week at the Globe Theatre at the Gold Reef City Casino. It's the actors Sen Munsami and Caspile who have you in stitches.
From the team that brought you Those Indian Guys, Whipped is their latest production. A tale about old neighbors, old flames, new neighbors, new fires, and the goat. Auntie Sarah's and Uncle Vincent makes a return with both their spouses through mysterious circumstances, having died, so they decide to move in together and make a fresh start. They move into a new townhouse complex and meet some crazier neighbors, and they even try to find that missing goat. This comedy starring Sans Munsami and Caspile kicks off on Friday at the Gold Reef City Casino just for that weekend and comes back again at the beginning of February, and no under-16s for this one.
The Arts and Culture Trust is recognized by the industry as the body that celebrates achievers and trailblazers of the artistic and creative industries. Not known to some is that the ACT is also South Africa's premier independent arts funding and development agency, and their current funding cycle comes to a close on the 31st of January.
We make provision for once-off grants to a maximum of 50,000 Rand, and the aim of the program is to fund projects that are focused at the development of new South African work, youth development or professional development. And within a funding cycle, we normally receive more or less 200 applications, and we are close to that number for this current funding cycle. And interested parties should visit our website, where they need to look for the development program, and right at the bottom of the information where it stipulates all the criteria and the focus areas of the program, they will be able to download information on how to submit an application manually, or they can submit the application online.
The Saibono Center is inviting young adults to learn more about French chemistry. The reaction to chemistry gives learners a chance to see the importance of chemistry and how it is used in everyday life, and focuses on science, engineering and technology. Saibono's Michael Peter gave us a sneak peek onto what visitors can expect.
This exhibition is divided into 3 parts, and first, we talk about matter and molecules, the basic building blocks in chemistry. Then we talk about transformations in chemistry, and we have lovely examples illustrating some of the transformations which people think are magical, but there's such wonderful processes that underpin that. And then there's another part that looks at the industry and the kind of processes that went into manufacturing some of the things that we take for granted today in the industry.
Applications for the Bag Factory's Curatorial Intensive closes in the next 2 weeks. The Curatorial Intensive is a short-term, low-cost training program that offers 12 to 14 curators the chance to develop ideas and make connections with the professionals in the field.
This particular intensive is aimed at the African market, so we're inviting anyone from Africa to participate, not just South Africans. We're asking them to submit a short biography, a CV, a letter of intent saying how they feel that this kind of course would help them in their careers. And then ultimately we're looking for a really great exhibition concept, so something that shows potential, enthusiasm, dedication, an interesting list of artists. Who are you working with and why are you wanting to work with them? And once we've got all that information, it goes and is assessed by a committee made up of local and international partners.
The Art Space in Durban is hosting its annual Affordable Art Show. The collection gives attendees the opportunity to buy pieces from as many as 100 artists. Curator Karen Bradker spoke to us about the exhibition and its growth.
We select the art pieces by putting a call out via Facebook, via email, and all that to all the artists. And then they bring the works during a specific period of time just before the exhibition. And from there, I personally or my associate, Klaus, chooses the work on the spot. So we say yes or no to this particular artworks. And from there, then we put the show up.
And that is all the art news we have for you this weekend. We'll be back again next weekend. But do let us know if you have any stories, links and suggestions for the Art Bulletin. Our email address is morninglive@sabc.co.za. Our Facebook page is The Art Bulletin, and in brackets, Morning Live. Our Twitter handle is @The Art Bulletin. Until next weekend, it's a goodbye from us.